Morning, guys. It's Saturday. I don't know, August, first part of August, 3rd maybe. Anyway, quite a project here. I pulled the drive belt, main drive off, and trying to get to the accelerator rolls so that we can put the new stainless ones in. We took the inspection plate off. The biggest thing is you have to take off the gears, which we've marked, and we've marked the hubs to make sure that it's this way. Yeah, make sure everything's lined back up. The back hub, those come off of here and here. Then you got to take all these bolts out, get this plate off. Then you got to take them out of the other side so that the accelerator rolls will come out this way. This one will not come out, and I can show you that later. It will not come straight out. You have to pull this one, then you have to take this one up to its position and pull it. Well, the other thing is, and you guys know I'm a Gleaner fan. There's worse things, I suppose, but you got to pull the cross auger plate off. Well, that sounds easy, and it's not the end of the world. But you got to take you got to get the U-joint off the shaft, take all the bolts out of that, and then bolts out of your bearings, of course. Pull it off. It did come off fairly easy. Pulled it off. The U-joint goes on this one. Got it off. Everything come out free. These gears we were a little worried about. These up here. We sprayed them down with WD-40 and air hammer on the end of the shaft. Come right off. This one had to put a bar behind it to pry up, and then air hammer on the end, and it came off. So fortunate there. Don't know if they all come off that easy, but this one did. So anyway, back to this. Take all these bolts out. Take these bearing bolts out, shield bolts, get it off. Then we got to go around the other side and work on it. I've got stainless steel accelerator rolls. I'm done with the black ones. Everybody says that the orange ones will last twice as long as the black ones. Yeah, that's fine. I bought stainless for, I think, about the same as the orange price-wise. Alright, I'll bring you back. Alright, we're working, so we're going to make a quick video. That one's put together. Old ones are off. When you get the old ones off, you have to drill these out so that the bolt will pass, the new bolt will pass clear through. Got to go through, completely through. That way you bolt through the new accelerator rolls. So they send all the hardware. Well, they did with me. They asked if I wanted to bolt through. I told them I did. So trying to get this one-handed here is not working too well. Washers are there. And these things can go on backwards. Biggest thing is make sure the ends are lined up. There's a different bolt pattern here and here. So paddles have to go one each direction. These take a little persuasion sometimes. Yeah, we got them in. We're putting put a Loctite on them anyway. They got a lock nut with them. But you guys tell me these are going to last a lifetime. So we'll Loctite the shit out of them. Dang, and it crushed me. Like driving it down. Race car where the one guy runs the throttle and the other guy runs the steering. I dropped 2 nuts. I'll get those when you guys aren't here. Yep. Man, hang on. I got my finger. Okay. Then you rotate it around, put the next ones on. I wanted to show you the difference in the, if you put them on backwards. So if you line the bolts up that way, you can see it's flush with the end. But if you line the bolts up this way, bolts are lined up past the end. So anyway, they do have to be the right direction. And this video will be a little bit out of order because I didn't show you taking that right hand side apart. I'll probably show you going back together. We had a inch and, I don't know, almost an inch and a half nut on the one end that wouldn't come loose. We get to cussing, we quit taping. So anyway, we finally got it apart. It's not terribly hard, it's just time consuming. You got nuts for that one? Alright, I'll bring you back. Well, it's the next morning. We got the lugs all on. Both rollers, I've got new bearings. These smooth and fine, but we're in there, you change them. So anyway, we're gonna put bearings on it. I hope to get it back in. I went and got some new belts yesterday. We called them in before noon on Saturday yesterday. Today's Sunday. So anyway, we got this belt. We got the clean grain up. And we got the fan belt here. So we got those 3 belts. And this was a project. The biggest problem, maybe we left it on the end of the shaft. The nut that holds this pulley on. That was a bear. You can't get an impact in here. And, you know, the shaft goes in here, bearing bolts here. And because of the clean grain, you can't get anything in there, you know, impact-wise. So you have to take out that big pulley that goes here. Then you have to take out the gear off of this one. And get those 2 off. Get this belt off. And this belt off. And then you have to pull the shafts, both shafts out the other side. When I was telling you yesterday over here, so this is the opening that was in the other clip or other piece of that video. So the one that's here, of course, let me back you up. The one that's here, of course, the other one that's here. So what you have to do is you have to pull this one, and then you have to move this one up to this position and pull it. So anyway, it looks good and solid in there. Distribution augers still look good. So, alright, fellas, I'm gonna try to get them bearings swapped out this morning. Bob will probably show up before long, and then we'll get her put back together. Sorry, guys, I didn't get any video of that R going back together. I'm filthy. I don't know if you can see any of that or not. It's time for a shower. It's been 102, 103 here. My R's back together. We got all those belts changed, and so anyway, we are completed with it, and yeah, I'm out the house. I'm fixing to go get a shower and call it a day. Like I said, it's been 100. One day was 112 heat index, and the ponds are getting low again, but anyway, like I said, I may show you guys where them accelerator rolls went on that right hand side, but everything went back together fairly easy. It's like I said, just time. We started at 7 o'clock this morning, and I think it's a little afternoon now. So it's a pretty big job when you go to do it. Not terrible, just time consuming.